who were supposed to protect our most vulnerable citizens have been indicted, and now most of them are behind bars. But their crimes didn't happen under the cloak of darkness or in the back alleys or in secret back rooms. They often happened in courtrooms. Contact 13's Darcy Spears continues her investigation into the broken guardianship system to see who else should be held accountable.
Was indicted on 44 felony counts of theft and exploitation for allegedly stealing more than $50,000 from the special needs trust account of this man, Jason Hansen. That just one day after private for-profit guardian April Parks was indicted as the alleged ringleader of this group authorities are calling a criminal syndicate. The four, arrested Wednesday in law enforcement actions across the country, are facing nearly 300 felony counts. They're charged with isolating elderly and disabled people from their families and systematically draining their life savings in the last months of their lives.
I'm saddened to say that most of the victims that are part of this criminal indictment have since passed away.
April Lynn Parks, husband Gary Taylor, business partner Mark Simmons, and attorney Noelle Palmer Simpson allegedly stole over $500,000, according to this criminal indictment. It was handed down Wednesday, 2 years after Contact 13 first broke the story about April Parks and her business, bilking those the court assigned her to protect.
When I get to that age and somebody tries to put me under a guardianship, I'm probably going to come out kicking and screaming too.
She's accused of filing hundreds of false documents with the court and committing perjury, which begs the question, where was the oversight? Every one of Parks's alleged victims were wards of the court, conscripted into guardianship by people like Commissioner John Norheim, who's been removed from all adult guardianship cases, and family court judge Charles Hoskin.
There are other agencies and other departments within Clark County that are somewhat responsible for what I call a failure.
Part of that failure even included fraudulent medical records, which the court allowed Parks to use to prove people needed a guardian. Contact 13 wanted to know why all those phony and altered documents were accepted and whether any judges, commissioners, or doctors would be held accountable.
Some of the operational things down in family court, some of the checks and balances that perhaps weren't followed.
Clark County District Court sent a statement saying they're addressing the issues that allowed all this to happen and that protecting the vulnerable needs a commitment from not only the court, but funding from state lawmakers. Their full statement is on ktnv.com. Darcy Spears, 13 Action News.